I'm Joe Barrington, and joining me at this wonderful venue here in Cartagena, we have the organiser and the president of the Colombian Squash Federation, Pablo Serna. Good evening, Pablo.
Hi, Joey. How are you?
It's we're right on the top stand here. You can see in the background the court. I mean, it's everyone on the social media has been talking about this setting. What made you choose Cartagena?
Well, just that, basically, because the setting looks like awesome. And when I decided to do it in Cartagena, that was my dream, to put together the beautiful of the old town of Cartagena and the maximum squash level. So I started to walk around different squares. There's a castle in here around like 1 mile away from here. I went there, but it's totally uneven. So there's no possibility. So I walk around all the squares and I came to this one where the mayor house is here, and that have the perfect stage actually and the perfect size. We got a beautiful location, by the way.
But I mean, when it comes to this event, there's been smaller events held in Bogota, and then I remember you talking on Squash TV, coming over to myself and Paul Johnson, telling us that there was going to be a big tournament in Cartagena. This was a few years ago. So who else has kind of helped you get this tournament to this stage? Because it's a 100k tournament, it's the highest prize money for a 16 draw.
Yeah, that's totally true. My dream was, when I became president, I wanted to do something big and big enough to be the biggest of something. So when I decided to do it, I said I have to do the biggest tournament and break any barrier. When China did the last year, the China Open 100K, I said I have to do it bigger.
Yeah.
So basically 2.5 years ago, I started speaking with which today is the governor of the region of Bolivar, which is this city, and he was the director of the sports of the region. He said, okay, let's take it forward, let's work it out. Then I spoke with the Minister of Sports, who's joining us tomorrow, and he said, okay, we'll do it. And then afterwards, it was just, convincing basically the private company, TAEC and Grupo Éxito have joined me. And then afterwards, there was the Pan American Games. Miguel Angel was the flag bearer.
Yes.
And that was a contest sponsored by Claro. So who sportsman was going to be the flag bearer? When Miguel Angel won, squash showed up in everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
So Claro said, okay, we want squash. And by the time I said, Éxito is with us, why don't you join us? So that's when three of us joined forces, Éxito, Squash Federation, and Claro. And we took it together. So I've been working with myself for the last 6 months, and these people have joined me. And for the last 3 months, I am just full-time on this.
I know you've been full-time on this. I mean, it's a perfect timing of this event, because obviously Miguel Angel Rodriguez is the top South American squash player ever to get inside top 10. He's been as high as world number 4.
Right.
And obviously he's getting towards, he's 29 years of age. So the fact that you've organised this event with him involved, but there's also other South American players as well, Diego Elias. So you're setting a precedent for the other countries.
Yes, definitely. I'm just bringing, carry on with the other countries, like a leadership, and that's good. We have Diego coming, we have some other kids coming and turning pro. For us, although Miguel is so high in the rankings, it's the first time ever that we have 4 full-time players dedicated to the PSA and being pro. They are just kids turning up. The guy who played Chorbaghi in the first round, Andres, he won gold medal in Toronto in the doubles. So I'll go with him to Australia to the WSF doubles event. So we have a lot of kids, and this event, just this location, that makes it marvelous for attracting people and kids.
Well, you say you've got a lot of kids because you've been organising the South American Junior Championships during the day, and then the kids, there's 200 of them come and watch the squash. I mean, I think a few organisers around the world will probably follow that.
Yeah, as it was not enough doing a 100K tournament, I decided to put on top of that 200 kids together. But, it was deliberately the decision, because that was a possibility that I could have had full house, and we have had full house almost every day, So and I'm sure we're having tonight. So I decided because of that, because given the possibility of those kids, you know, we have Miguel here, so all of us in Colombia are habituated that top level squash. We have a good tournament in Bogota. But the other countries, when they come to see this, you know, it's an incentive to keep on going maybe and working together for getting the squash better. And that's what we want for the region, getting a better squash.
Well, it's certainly growing, Pablo. And just quickly, how long do you think you're going to be able to keep this tournament going in Cartagena?
I just want to get a real life of this one, and maybe on Tuesday start thinking about the last one, the other one. But yesterday night, the vice president of Éxito was here, and he was so happy with the tournament. He said he wants to commit for the next year. Today, the CEO is coming. We will see how it goes, but I want to keep it going. As I told you a few weeks ago, maybe, I don't want to become a World Series right now. I just want to keep the bar being the highest 16 people one. That's my target in the meantime, and maybe in 1 or 2 years commit to a World Series.
Well, Pablo, you've done a fantastic job, and you know, I hope you enjoy the rest of the tournament. You need a bit of time after this, and you can have a nice holiday, probably in Cartagena.